Good morning, boys. In the first chapter, knowing mental changes, we in the first class we were introduced with what is health. Then we discussed on self-care wheel with emotion, psychological, physical, social. Then we understood how one has to know oneself, then understanding others, then understanding your worries, a healthy lifestyle, and setting up goals. So we discussed all of this. So in this session, we would continue with what are the other points which we need to focus on. So here we will discuss and share your feelings. So what do you understand by feelings? You as you see this image here, you have emotions, and you have positive emotions and negative emotions. So you have different kind of emotion now. So you might be knowing about the emotions like joy, fear, anger, disgust, and sadness are commonly experienced by each one of you. Then the mental health is described by World Health Organization as a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his own ability and cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. So mental health includes the following three dominants: emotional health, psychological health, and social health. So let's discuss on the each of the three. The emotional health, psychological health, and social health are uh, interrelated. So emotional health is an essential part of our life. So we must make an effort to develop a healthy emotion, because people are emotionally healthy can regulate their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Emotionally healthy people are also experience stress, anger, sadness, and other discomforting emotion, but they know how to deal with them positively. So a psychological healthy person responds to a situation rather than reacts to it. When an individual demonstrates a positive behavior while interacting with people and with the environment, one can be called socially healthy. So, what are the characteristics of psychologically healthy person? A psychologically healthy person is aware of one's strengths and weaknesses, such as a person is optimistic about life and future. The person shows control over one's impulses, thoughts, habits, and emotions in line with expectations from the environment. The person follows a healthy lifestyle, takes care of one physical health, and manages time to relax and work. Such an individual develops a positive social attitude. The person is capable of getting along with people and form healthy and close relationship with others. Then the person is also able to solve problems of daily life, resolve conflicts, and is ready to face challenges. Then the person takes an initiative to do things and complete the assignments. Such an individual is independent in thoughts and actions, which is based on one's personal values. So now we will learn about mental health care. So what is mental health care? The way we perceive a particular situation has a direct impact on our relation, on our impact on our mental health. This in turn affects our relationship with the people around. So when you have mentally healthy, so we can interact with others in a proper manner. So we can achieve a good mental health by the following: regular exercise and adequate amount of sleep. Physical exercise helps us to stay fit, regulates our thoughts and emotion. Adequate sleep for around 8 hours is also important for our physical health. It is also helps in being focused. A balanced diet can provide energy, improve blood circulation, and prevent illnesses and strengthens our organs. The other point which we learn is effective communication. When you are mentally healthy, An individual needs to develop the ability to express one's thoughts and emotions by effective communication skills, which include attentiveness, having clarity of thoughts, emotions, and ideas, and meaningful content, relationship with others. The way we perceive ourselves has a direct impact on our relationships with others. We must try to develop a healthy relationship with family members, teachers, friends, and peers. Friends and family can serve as a great support in our difficult times. You should have a positive attitude. Now, having positive attitude and thinking have a direct impact on an individual's health and well-being. So, if you start thinking, having negative thoughts, so you cannot live. You won't be mentally stable. So it helps the individual in developing a perspective for thinking things around and coping with stress. For example, optimistic tends to assume that a problem can be handled successfully, whereas pessimist anticipates the worst rather than focusing on solving the problem. Now we come to another point is emotional development and adulthood. What is adolescence? It is defined as an age group between 10 to 19, which you are into. It is a period of transition which includes biological changes due to puberty, cognitive changes, including idealism and logical reasoning, social changes, focusing on autonomy and identity. Generally, children during adolescence do not share about the changes with peers and elders. So you should, whatever you going through, you should express it to your parents or your siblings or any of your elders. All these changes leads to loneliness and isolation. Adolescents who are able to adjust to these changes experience a high level esteem. Now you get mood swings when you are in this age. You get mood swings. Why you get a bad mood? So bad mood is often associated with feeling of anger, fear, disgust, and sadness. A bad mood can affect how individuals interpret and translate the world around them and can influence their behavior. Bad mood brings about a change in one physical and psychological state. Bad mood affects the individual capacity and ability to work in different settings. It also affects one relationship with family and friends. So when you're in bad mood, you don't interact with your siblings, your parents, your cousins in a proper way because you are not in a state of mind to share things with them. So that is one part of it which you go through. Then you have conflict with family members. An adolescent want to be treated like an adult and not as a child. You think now you have grown up, so you think that you have to be treated like an adult. As a person considers oneself an adult, the person often has conflict with parents. So you have arguments with parents. A child at such a stage has differences in opinions, poor communication, and discipline issues with parents. All these conflicts and dispute leads to mood change in adults. Insecurity about peer status. Peers plays an important role during adolescence. Adolescents often look up to their age mates for approval. Their age mates influence them in establishing their independent identities, have a positive influence on them, and may help them discover different aspects of their personality. Now, distancing from family and forming new relations. This is also a issue faced by your age group. Adolescent, Adolescents extend their relation beyond family and make a special place for friends. So you choose your special friends to share your because share your feelings or your life because are not comfortable with your family. They develop a strong sense of self and have their own views and feelings about various issues that may not have able in agreement with their parents, which brings about a change in their behavior and leads to mood swings. Yeah, now is sibling rivalries. So you have issues with your brothers or sisters. So what happens is sibling rivalry is more intense when adolescents are close at age and of the same gender. During adolescence, the rivalry increases due to physical and psychological and emotional changes. This leads to increase in mood swings. So this is also another factor of mood swings. Now we come to another aspect which affects your mental health is your anger. Now, what is anger? Anger is a kind of intense emotion that involves a strong, uncomfortable, and emotional response to instigating stimulus. There are many reasons that leads to anger, such as stress, injustice done to you, losing your patient, feeling as if your opinion or efforts are not been appreciated, and so on. So, how can you manage your anger? Well, when one is angry, one shouts, breaks, stops, or speaks in a rude tone with others, or engages in fighting, which not only harms others but also affects one's state of mind. So you're mentally unstable. One experience loss of energy, fatigue, stress, exhaustion, difficulty in sleeping, restlessness, and tension. When you're angry, you cannot. So hence it is important that one learns to manage uh, anger. There are some ways by which we can regulate anger. There are some points. You need to recognize your feelings. Why are you feeling? What is making you feel bad, or what is making you feel angry? Then you need to stay calm when you are angry. Draw it out. What is your problem? Why are you angry? Identify the problem. Talk it out to your elders or your family members. Self talk it. Analyze it. Why are you doing it? Then diary writing. Put on your points where what makes you angry or how can you solve it out. And you need to be mindfulness. Another thing, how we can control it. See, anger is a common and normal emotion experienced by all of us, but it is essential to control it before it starts affecting our lives. Some way to control it are as follows: healthy habits, regular exercise, educate, sleep, in thinking and controlling anger. So you can meditate, yoga, social support. When do you get angry now? This is an important part. Anger is one of the common bad mood experienced by all of us. The feeling angry of anger arises due to how we interrupt and react to certain situations. Everyone has their own triggers for what makes them angry. Everyone has their own reasons why you become angry. So some of the common reasons are as follows: your expectations. When you expect more and you don't achieve it, so that makes you angry. Threatening situations. Someone is threatening you and that leads you to get angry. Individual characteristics, so each one's habits, injustice done to you, and also when you're ill, so you are again upset or angry. So another, we come to the next point, we discussed the mental health care and mood swings and your anger. Now, how can you cope up with emotions? What do you mean by coping up with emotion? This refers to individual attempts to adjust and drive a coping mechanism either with tasks or defense oriented reaction. Now, the following tips here might prove useful for achieving the desired balance of emotions. Enhance self awareness. When you are aware of your own emotions and feelings, try to gain insight, understand into how and why you feel depressed or why you feel happy or any other qualities. Appraise the situation objectively. It has been proposed that an emotion is preceded by the evaluation of an event. You need to analyze it before, evaluate the event. If the event is experience has disturbing or symptomatically nervous system is activated and you feel stressed, if you do not experience the event has disturbing and there is no stress, hence it is you who decides whether to feel sad and anxious or be happy or relaxed. So it is you can control your emotions on basis of the events and incidents going to be going to ha- going to take place. The next point, to cope up with emotions is do something self monitoring. This involves constant or periodic evaluation of past accomplishments, emotional and physical state, real and vice versa experiences. A positive appraisal will help enhance your beliefs in yourself and lead to enhanced feelings of wellness and contentment. So you need to self monitor your your state, like the things you have accomplished, and which makes you happy, or your past experiences. Then engage in self modeling. Be the idol for yourself. Repeatedly observe the best part of your best performance and use them as an inspiration and motivation to perform better in future. Be creative. Find an interest or a hobby and make efforts to develop. Engage in an activity that interests and amuses you. Develop a nature relationship. Choose your friends carefully. In company of happy and cheerful friends, you will feel happy in general. Have empathy. Nowadays, empathy, try understanding others, feeling to make your relationship meaningful and valuable. Seek as well as you provide support mutually. And then you need to participate in community service. Help yourself by helping others. By engaging in pro social behavior, you can participate in community service. Thank you, boys.